For a week now, United States forces have been engaged in the Middle East against Iran. While ground troops have so far been ruled out, a recent development is fueling intense discussions about a possible deployment order. The United States Army has spontaneously withdrawn an elite unit of paratroopers from a planned exercise. This move is significantly intensifying speculations about a potential mission to Iran for this particular force, which specializes in ground combat, as reported by the Washington Post. The unit in question is a brigade combat team from the 82nd Airborne Division, comprising between 4,000 and 5,000 soldiers. While some personnel were sent to an exercise at Fort Polk in the United States state of Louisiana, the majority remained at their base in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Their participation in the exercise was canceled at short notice by the Department of Defense earlier this week. Although no new deployment orders have officially been issued to the armed forces, the readiness of this unit is striking. It would take only 18 hours for the paratrooper unit to be ready to embark on missions. Consequently, discussions in internet forums are intensifying once again about a possible deployment to the Middle East. An official familiar with the matter from the Immediate Response Force told a United States newspaper, "We are all preparing for something, just in case." The Pentagon, meanwhile, remained tight-lipped, declining to comment on future or hypothetical operations when asked. The United States Central Command, which directs United States operations in the Middle East, completely refused to comment on possible deployments of the 82nd Airborne Division. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt stated during a press conference on Wednesday that ground troops in Iran are not part of the current plan. However, she added that United States President Donald Trump has an option on the table that she would not rule out. President Trump himself has officially rejected the deployment of ground troops so far, calling it a waste of time, in a telephone interview with United States broadcaster NBC. He stated that Iran is already so weakened that United States ground units are not needed. Yet, he also declared to the New York Post, "I am not afraid of the use of ground troops. Every president says there will be no ground troops. I am not saying that." In response, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi previously stated that his country is ready for an invasion by United States and Israeli troops. The Immediate Response Force has a history of rapid deployments to the region. In 2022, they were part of the United States show of force when Russia was preparing for its invasion of Ukraine. A year prior, in 2021, these elite forces evacuated United States citizens from Afghanistan. In 2020, elements of the 82nd Airborne Division reinforced security measures at the United States Embassy in Baghdad after the United States military killed Qasem Soleimani, the commander of the Iranian Quds Force, who was held responsible for numerous attacks on American soldiers. The current situation highlights the persistent tension and the constant state of readiness for these specialized forces. What's your take on U.S. elite unit pulled from exercise Iran deployment feared? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.